If you have been struggling to get sales from your design work or understanding what you really need to do to make money, I have the workshop for you. On September 23rd, I'm hosting my first ever Profitable Designer Workshop. This 1-day, 3-hour workshop is only $97, but I have a discount for all my podcast listeners. Go to carinagardnercourses.com/profit and put in the code podcast for $50 off. I can't wait to see you more profitable. Welcome to the Make and Design Podcast. I'm your host, Carina Gardner. On this podcast, we're unraveling the everyday joys and dilemmas of design, making, and business. For makers who want to be designers and for designers who are makers, this is your inside scoop to help you grow your business and bring more creativity to your life. I often get the question, what is the bare minimum I have to do in order to become a designer? And while it is the name of this episode, I really would love to switch and flip your mindset on this question, because very often I find that people are like, what can I just barely do to do the thing I really want to do? And the truth is, those people never actually even make it to the end goal. Because when we have our sights set so low at the very bare minimum we have to do in order to become a fabric designer, a crafting designer, a clip art designer, a printable designer, a sticker designer, when we do that, when we give ourselves the bare minimum, what happens is we sometimes barely do the bare minimum, but usually we don't want to put any effort in at all. And the truth is, you guys, design is a job, and people don't want to look at it that way because they want it to be a hobby. If it is a hobby for you, keep it as a hobby, but know that it will probably go away over time. If you want it to be your job, your career, this thing that makes you money, that you get paid to do, you need to think of it as a design business. You need to think of it as your job every day. So, what is the bare minimum you have to do to get going? Well, it depends on you, right? First of all, how fast of a designer are you? Are you super duper fast? Are you just ridiculously fast? How long does it take you to design something? My recommendation is, next time you're designing either an SVG file or a pattern, time yourself. How long does it take you to create that item, okay? Now multiply it by however many items you would like to create, okay? That is going to tell you how much you need to do. Now, you should have a number in your head of how many designs you should be producing per week, okay? I have a number that I always do, and that is the number, and I allocate it to specific shops for the week, okay? I have like a submission deadline for myself. Notice that I said I have a submission deadline for myself. The shop's not giving me a deadline. Some of them do, but most do not. You have to, as a design business owner, make some hard-line decisions about how you're going to submit your work and distribute it, because we don't need it all just sitting on our computer, right? We actually should be selling it, and I want you selling it, okay? So here is the deal. Bare minimum. Bare minimum is if this is your full-time design career and you want to make a minimum of $10,000 to $50,000, this is a full-time job, right? Especially your entry level, brand new. We're talking about 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, okay? Now you might say to me, Carina, well, I don't have time for that, but I want to get started. Oh my gosh, this industry is for sure you. It just might take a little bit longer, and that's okay. It's better that you start now and know that it might take you a little longer, because 5 years from now, it's still going to be 5 years from now, whether you learn how to design or not. So here are some strategies I've heard some of my Design Suite members do. I have someone who designed 2 hours in the morning before she went to her job. She would start very, very early. She would design for a couple of hours, get some products done, go to her job, and on the weekends, she would put in extra hours on Saturday and Sunday so that she could get it done, okay? We have members who only do this on Saturday and Sunday. Those are the days that they spend their time designing. We have members who are stay-at-home moms, and they have to juggle the kids and anything else. So what do? They are juggling, adding in design time at night. They're adding in design time during the day while their kids are napping, okay? So if you are someone who is in a stage of life where your kids are older and they've left the house and you have the ability to design during the day, then you get the very amazing luxury of deciding that this is your job and you're going to start at 8 in the morning and end at 3 in the afternoon or 5 in the afternoon. I don't know what time you want to end, but that's the way I've always treated this, even when I had small children. And it really only has been the last 3 years that I've been able to do this during the day while my kids are at school, like from 9 to 3. Before that, I always had a kiddo at home. I have teenagers now, but they were in middle school and elementary school as well. And what I did was I just blocked off time anytime I had to drive kids. I did early morning, where I would work 2 or 3 hours really early in the morning. For many years, I worked from 8 to 12 at night, okay? So I hear lots of excuses about how there's no time to design. And the truth is that there's always time to design. And the sooner you get going, the better it's going to be. So what you need to do is just carve out that time. And we need to stop thinking about minimums. We need to start thinking about, how do I fit this into my life? Because if you can just start blocking it off and making it happen, you will be designing, you will call yourself a designer, and you will start making money doing this fabulous career that I just adore. I love teaching it because I see women's lives change from doing this. I see hope, I see enjoyment, I see them just light up at the excitement that they are doing this, that this is their full-time thing that they are doing. And that is what really drives me. It makes it so exciting for me to wake up every day because I get to teach women to do this. Now, if you want to learn more, okay, and you like what I'm talking about, I would recommend you come join me on my Instagram feed at Carina Gardner. If you come there, I give out a lot of PDFs, things to let people learn and know more about design. And all you have to do is go check out the post. In the post, you'll see me writing some of the things that you just need to make a comment on. And I'll DM you some information that will hopefully help you. So go check that out. I would love to help you out, and I would love to just help you learn more about this business. There is so much ambiguity around design businesses. You know, if you are going to be a designer and you do a 4-year degree at a university, you come out and you go get a corporate job. Usually you go work for someone designing their stuff, right? And the whole thing around design business and owning your own little business where you're either freelancing or you're doing surface pattern designs or crafting designs on the internet is that you have all this flexibility and creative freedom. But it also means that you have to be the person to think about the marketing and the distribution and production and make sure that you are actually making money because there's no other paycheck coming through. So I want you to start thinking smart about being a designer, and I would love to help you do that. So just go check me out at Carina Gardner on Instagram, and I will see you guys so soon. Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.